Hey guys,
Where's your?
You're changing it up, aren't you?
it's Scotch for Dummies.
How we doing?
That's 4 of us.
Wowza. What's going on?
We got a present.
We do have a present. Somebody was nice to us, and they really cared.
He
And
sent us some salsa.
and we
Alex.
finally had time. Finally, we got around to it.
Well,
Sorry,
Telex.
it's been a while, dude.
Thank
I
you,
know you
sir,
sent it a
very
long time
much.
ago, but
Telex.
we're finally getting to it. So, you're the
So
man.
I was at work one day and the package shows up. And I said, what is this? What is this about? You know what it was about? Good Scotch in a box.
So
Um,
Telex is a
love it.
Patreon. He is a subscriber. He's an avid commenter, moderator. He's in Discord. So he's definitely. I'm sure you guys all know who he is. But thank you so much for sending it to us, buddy.
And what did he send us? What is this bottle?
we got a little bit of Laphroaig lore.
Laphroaig lore.
Lower.
And before we get into the Laphroaig lore, Telex sent us this because Telex is a Pete head.
He is a
He
good
is.
head.
Um,
He likes the wheelhouse.
He and I are in the
is a
same
wheelhouse,
wheelhouse.
man.
I think I'm gonna like
Absolutely.
this because he sent it to us. If he
Uh,
likes it, we'll like it. Or I'll
Yeah,
like it.
pretty poor a little bit, right, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
report.
we'll hand it over. Tell us
Yeah,
what we got
so-
here, Sean.
So I'm not going to talk a whole lot about Laphroaig. We've talked about Laphroaig.
Great
And I'm sure you
island,
guys
yeah.
know all about them. So this is an NAS expression, and it's a permanent addition apparently to their lineup.
That's good.
It was started in
Maybe.
2016 was the release date, and there's limited information out there about exactly what they put in the bottle. From what I read, it was anywhere from 7-year-old whiskey all the way up to 20 plus.
Okay.
They actually aged it in a variety of barrels to give it. They're trying to bring out some of the wood expressions and give complexity to the
Little
Scotch. So
sweetness,
you're looking at first fill Oloroso sherry, virgin European oak,
Quarter casks, I think.
quarter
right?
casks are in there. They actually refilled some ex-Laphroaig barrels that were used for other stuff to age this in. So I think that their goal is to try and get a lot of different flavors coming in and blending together. So lore was, this was their expression to kind of honor all the people that came before them and all the knowledge that they passed down. So,
Right.
I think their goal is to really try and show off some of their technique in blending these whiskeys together.
Well, we did pre-pour it, to be fair to it, because we try to keep our reviews to a certain time frame.
Do we have an ABV on this?
Yes, that was my next question.
That's what I was just looking up.
So we need to get the ABV.
48%.
Okay,
48.
that's good.
Good.
Because when before we
here.
open this
No,
bottle up,
great.
one of the
It's
questions I asked in researching lore was, what's different between lore and the Laphroaig Select?
I got a new one for you.
Both NASs, and so we tried to read up on it, and I'd love to hear your comments on it. And hopefully, we're going to find out here.
You're about to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wait a minute. While you're commenting, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
yes, right
Hit
now,
like
right now.
Just do it. I mean, it's a button. It's not a big deal. But it makes a big deal for us
Sure
because
does.
it gives us a better opportunity to get you good Scotch.
It does.
Yep.
So check us out. So you know me, I'm kind of unique with my
Oh,
burnt
my
toast and
gosh.
cake batter, and a couple other things.
You
I
grew
have,
up weird.
I have a new one. We talking about?
I'm just saying different. How about
What's your new one?
I got pecan pancakes.
Pecan pancakes.
Oh, that
that?
nose.
I read somewhere that you get chestnuts, so I can see. I get a little
I
bit
can
of that
see
It's,
nutty.
it's a nutty
Yeah, there's
flavor,
nut in
but I
there.
got the kind of vanilla batter. So I mean,
Yeah,
for some
I can
reason
see
I
that.
don't know why, but it's
How
like
do they do
syrupy
that?
pecan pancakes, huh?
How do they do
I
You know
don't
the
that?
funny thing is everybody knows a Laphroaig. You all sniff Laphroaig. You all know
This,
it, right?
yeah.
And every Laphroaig has that Laphroaig, right? You can blindfold me, put it in front of me, and that's it. This one's pretty masked.
No, it's
in
not.
there. I
It's-
think
it's-
I think the
It's in
Laphroaig
there,
signature
but there's
is
a
at the
lot
bottom
of
of it.
Those-
sweet. in there.
Those sweet nuts cover
Surprisingly.
that Laphroaig
Right,
pretty
It
well
is
here.
a nutty Scotch.
Sweet
I know
nuts.
what you're saying. It's not as Laphroaigish as normal, Laphroaig, whatever you want to call it. But it is there. Obviously, we know it's there. If I put this in front of you and say, "What is this?" I think you're still going to pick out Laphroaig. But
Oh, Andrew Rockabrand.
Clean yourself up back there, Andrew. I haven't even tasted it.
man, this
Man,
is
You may not get Laphroaig on the nose. You're gonna get Laphroaig on the
You
the first sip.
absolutely get Laphroaig in the taste.
I'm really enjoying this.
You get that charcoal punch of Laphroaig that is just
There's
prevalent.
no doubt that that's a
So,
Laphroaig.
so what we need to do is I need to let
Oh,
it sit
yeah.
a little bit and
Sweet.
try again to get the rest of the flavors out of it. Because that Laphroaig just, boom!
I got to take a second sip just because
I'll tell
that
you what.
first sip you get all that charcoal.
You know, my question was, what's the difference between this and the Select? This is
This
good.
is good.
I'm serious.
Select's not good.
This has so much richer flavor than the Select ever had.
I got some marzipan going on now too.
48% helps.
All right, this is going to take a few minutes to tackle.
Oh boy, this is complex.
It's honestly, there's a nutmeg on the palate too. There's definitely some.
Well,
nutmeg going on.
if they were aging in different woods
Wow.
to breed complexity in their Scotch, I believe that they achieved their goal.
I hate to say it, but this is probably, I mean, my first official Scotch orgasm. I mean, it blew
What?
up in my mouth. Like, bam! Oh my God! And then just dissipated. It's crazy.
I feel special.
Wow. Don't
I like that.
paper towel.
Yeah, here's big dollars.
Come on, guys. We are a part of that, right? I mean, I don't know how I feel.
Brothers!
About it,
You guys are the best.
So
but
tell us,
hand
thank
check.
You're gonna say, tell us thank you.
Wow. That's a really good glass, though.
All right. So let's get serious here, guys.
I do find that the Laphroiginess, if you will, is not as strong and over the top.
It's not.
I mean,
Right.
it's there on the front end, and then it mellows out, and it gets sweet. And
On the palate, you're talking about, right? Because on the nose, I think it's the opposite.
on the nose, I don't
Laphroiginess
really
is-
get any
It's way at the
Laphroigness.
bottom. You got to really dig
Yeah.
into there to get it.
It's very
It's-
sweet on the nose. In
it's
fact, it was
such-
deceptive when I took a first sip.
Right.
It's
Oh, yeah.
such an explosion of like sweet smoke when it first hits your palate. I mean, it just blows up and then whew, it's gone. And then you're just sit there searching for stuff. You guys have that same kind of explosion going on? Nobody? I mean, it's
No,
like,
I do. I mean, it's big up front, and then it just
bold.
mellows.
It bold and mellows quickly.
I've
And
never,
I've never experienced that.
I've never had a Scotch that has that much smoke and peat up front diminish the smoke.
It's. I mean, it literally goes bam in your mouth, and then you're like, oh, easy. I mean, it's just quick.
It doesn't really have that oily coating quality that I
Right.
usually look for.
It doesn't have the
It's
lasting
got
effect
nutty,
either.
and I think that that's
wheat
part
and
of that.
malt, that nutty wheat or
Pecans.
malt flavor coming at the finish.
Wowzer.
This
No,
is
I'm
an
still
interesting
tasting the
Scotch.
sweet.
That's
You know what I
as
mean?
opposed to a typical Islay, a typical Laphroaig, where the long aftertaste is the
Long.
Islay, is the peat.
Yeah, and
Not
this
the-
is not the
it's
wet
not.
nut case at all. It's
It's
a very
interesting.
unique expression.
Very
And
interesting.
you were right about the difference between this and the Select.
So the other
Sure.
question I have is, when you read the reviews, they say, "Oh, you're supposed to have like citrus on the flavor and apples and pears on the finish." Are you getting that?
No.
I'm not getting that those
No.
light flavors on the finish. I'm getting more nuts and oak and not
These?
oak much. These nuts. Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Just asking.
You know anything about real estate?
Heck yeah, I do. Want me to show you a lot?
Guys.
I'm gonna let this water sit for a minute though, because this is a really. I almost didn't want to put water on it, to be honest.
I know.
We
but
may need to edit
you
this.
got to.
We may need to pause in the center because this may take a bit.
Wow. The nose is just exquisite. I mean, just.
But it's so different from the palate. It's just really bizarre.
I'm getting
that way.
almost. I gotta maybe clear my nose to get that.
Man, I need about $1,000 to go buy
Man.
a bunch of Laphroaig.
I'll tell you what. With the water, everything blends. You get the sweet up front.
I'll tell you what, the water makes the nose a lot softer.
You
and sweeter.
get that sweet
Yeah, that
malt
is-
up front, and then the smoke kind of permeates everything.
I'm starting to get raisins. And
That's
I cannot
crazy.
get past a big plate of butter topped pecan pancakes with syrup on it. I mean, they're smoky. I mean, that's
What's
just
the problem with that?
nothing.
You never
Those
had
are good,
that,
man.
You never had that in a Scotch before. You sure as heck won't get that in a
Gosh,
bourbon.
that's amazing. I mean, that's descriptive right
The
there.
nose is better now.
Better balance. The nose is better balanced with a little water.
Mm.
What you think about that, man? Right?
You ready? Get ready?
Who's ready? You sound like you've been ready since the
I'm
first
excited
couple
about this
sips, man.
I'll tell you. I would equate this to the wasabi experience.
Okay.
Right?
I understand. I
So
know
you
exactly
get
where
that,
you're
you
going.
get that wasabi, and you're oh, there it is. Okay, it's good.
Right.
It's good.
You get that brain tingle for a second,
Yep.
and then you survive.
It's great. It's not. I mean, it's 48 ABV.
48. Yeah.
It's not that hot. I mean, it's
No.
it's enough there to know it's there, but it's not like overpowering anything. It's a good blend out of the bottle, neat with water. I agree with you. Great blend. It really kind of evens out everything. I've already said it a bunch of times. My pancake pecan syrup, sweet, but the explosion. What I really like about this is just. I mean, it's a unique Scotch. The explosion to quick mellow.
Yep.
I'm still sitting here and searching for something. It's like a slight wood with some nuts, the lingering. Delicious dram, guys. Thanks for sending this to us, Telex. I'm going to go
Favorite number.
3.5.
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah, I did too.
It's so good. I really like this one. And I like it because it makes me think about what's going on in this glass. I want to keep going. You know?
You're really happy that you
keep
gave yourself a heavy pouring meal light one now, aren't you?
Yep.
I know. He's being honest at least.
Yeah, we did.
All right, I guess it's me, right?
Good times.
All right, so I'll tell you what I like about this glass is that it's unexpected in a lot of different ways. The nose was great, neat. It was sweet, and I wasn't expecting that at all. And so then I'm smelling it. I'm like, oh, well, this is going to be a sweeter glass, like that. Maybe that's the style they're going for. And you take it, and it's punch in the mouth. There's no doubt that this is a Laphroaig, right?
Yeah.
But then it fades, and it fades quicker than
A
normal.
Laphroaig.
Yeah, and you're left with a sweeter, lingering aftertaste, which is bizarre. And then because it's not what it's supposed to do, right? And then you put some water on it, and everything blends together really nicely. The nose had that like a malty sweetness that came out of it, and then you take a sip, and the water let all of that smoke kind of permeate all of the sweet, and it mixed it together really nicely. It's a good glass. I can find very little to fault in this. I think they did an excellent job of making it complex, making it different from the other stuff in their lineup, and making it unique enough that I would want to go buy another bottle when I finish the first one.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, for $85, I think that's a very approachable bottle. I mean, there's nothing outlandish about the price. I'm going to give it a 3.5. I think it's well worth that. What you got?
Ah, man, I just took another sip right before this. I got to do. Yeah, all right. So, there's nothing I can't say that they've already said. What I'll do is I'll take it in a different direction. When I think of Laphroaigs, one of my favorite Laphroaigs right now that I've been really high on for a while is the quarter cask.
Sure.
All right. And if you had to ask, rank the Laphroaigs that I've had, I'd put the quarter cask probably closer, really high on the list there. To me, this takes that quarter cask that I sometimes think is a little over the top with the sweetness. It's almost too much. I like it, but every now and again I'll take a drink. I'm like, all right, they kind of went overboard with it. This takes it down, just that little notch of that sweetness, and hits you in the nose with the Laphroaig. It's a combination of. I mean, now that I think about the naming, it really is Laphroaig capturing about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 of their other, offerings in one bottle. Really good job. There's a lot more to be taken from this dram, and Telex, first of all, thank you from me to give me an opportunity to have this. We need a bottle of this, guys, because this offers. We need more experimentation with this one because it is all of what you guys have said. It's absolutely delicious. I really like it. I'm going to stay 3.5 as well, and I'm going to enjoy the one drink I got left. I'm going to let it sit here because I'm anxious to see what happens. And just a reminder, we did pre-pour this, so this thing did air out just a little bit before we started.
Not too long.
Maybe 5 minutes or so. But just to be transparent to everybody out there. So I think we're at 3.35s. And now we're going to take it out. And we're taking it into the wheelhouse. So finish up, brother. No, I'm not drinking my last drink.
So, Telex, thank you. This is a great expression. I think everything, yes. What everybody else said. I think it was better neat. I think the sweetness came out better in the neat. As I sit here and as you guys talk, I'm allowed the extra few minutes to let the palate just kind of cleanse and just let it run. And there's a lot more smoke in the palate long term after you had several sips than initially. That initial palate is sweet, or you get that pungent charcoal, what I call charcoal smoke, and then it fades into the sweetness and the caramel and some people say fruit, not me. But as you add the water in, as it kind of it oversaturates your palate, the peat still stays there. The smoke continues, and it's great. What most people don't like about Laphroaig 10s is that it's so harsh and so strong,
And that's it.
and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's all you
Yeah,
got.
that's
It's
all you're
it's a
gonna
one
get
trick
out of
pony. And this is a much better blend, and so I think this is way above a Laphroaig 10.
Oh,
It's
my God.
worth the extra price. I'm going between a 3 and a 3.5 because it's not with water. It's not as much different from quarter
Okay,
cask,
fair enough.
but this is a really nice
Man.
blend for a non-age. The master distillers, it's a 3.5. You guys did a great job on this glass.
I can do the math in this one.
I can do the math on this one too. I mean, to me, honestly, guys, I could see us pulling up at the fishing trip. Starting a
I
fire.
was thinking the same
honestly-
thing.
I mean, one of us is working on a fire, and the other one of us is pouring 4 drams, while the other one's grabbing some stogies and a cutter, and that's how the night goes,
Great,
bro.
Graham.
The bottle disappears.
Alex, you were the man. Salute.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Cheers,
Alex.
guys. 3-5 all
3-5
around.
all around.
Beat that.
Go buy this bottle.
Damn right.